Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bitcoin Daily by Investing Angles. Today, Bitcoin had an epic bearish closure on a daily chart. And let me explain what I mean. So, before we are doing this, let me just zoom in. So, this is the daily chart. Uh, Today in the morning, I woke up and looked at the chart and thought, wow, it would be nice if Bitcoin today closed just below the 8 exponential moving average line. Uh, in this case, it would be bearish. And well, uh, just before the closure, I looked at it, and guess what? In the remaining just the closing 3 seconds, the price pushed just couple of points below this yellow line. And I said, wow, that's an epic message. That's something. We'll see how the Bitcoin uh, uh, behaves tomorrow. But today, what we have a red candle, which is bearish engulfing. We have a posing candle, which is a thrusting line, which is viewed as a bearish continuation. And then now we have a doji, the undecisive doji that closed just below the 8 EMA line. The odds are definitely bearish, and the declining buying volume just supports this. Just to remember for tomorrow, these are the two levels, 43827 and 41782. If Bitcoin closes tomorrow above the green one, this would be bullish. If it closes below the red one, it will be very, very bearish. And right now, the odds support the bearish move. If you remember from the previous updates, we have a death cross, 50 over 200 moving average line, and the same the same 50 MA line crossed above below the 100 moving average line. So the odds are definitely on the bear side. And just before we move further, I would like to show some bigger picture. So this is the chart. This is the bigger chart. We have a double top, which looks like it's continues down, and the possible rectangle. So if you followed investing angles a couple of months ago, at the beginning of November, we identified this pattern. This is the chart from November 5th. This is exactly the same chart. We have a double top, we have a possible rectangle. We have a double top and a possible rectangle. This is how it looks now. And if we go to the weekly chart, and we can see that right now we have a really bearish formation on the weekly chart. The big red candles that are forming falling three methods, and the little green candle right now, well, even though it's going to be closing tomorrow, it doesn't look bullish at all at this point. And if we look at my another point of reference, the investing.com, which closed the weekly candle just 20 minutes ago, we can see that this weekly candle, the green one, is very small. Well, it can even be considered as a doji, and indecisive doji, but it is normally viewed as a bearish continuation. You can see that the candle even failed to hit the midpoint of the big red candle in the prior week, and the most likely expectation that price and Bitcoin will be moving lower in the next week. All right, so let's return to our charts, and let's have a look. What do we have on the bigger perspective? Let's zoom out. So this is the long-term chart that's been in effect for many months right now, and again we were able to identify this exact move to this target rectangle 2 months ago. This was the chart that was shared at the time. You see, this was done on November 12th. This chart was shared with the subscribers to Investing Angles over 2 months ago, and Bitcoin did exactly this. So it followed the candle structure and it followed an Elliott wave structure, and now it is sitting in the target area, waiting for a bounce, possibly or not. This is something that we are going to discuss next. The next chart is our short-term one. We can see here, this is the last wave. This is the last wave that started at the end of December in 2021. So we can see the waves 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wave 4 developed most likely as a flag, and we are estimating that the flag target would be 36.5K if it goes down here. So we can see that Bitcoin is still in the inflection zone between 42 and 44 K, and well, the chances that it drops from here are very high. The level of 45,655 is a level of invalidation. If it goes higher than that, well, we will reconsider the counts and come up with something different. Even though we have a couple of counts tracking in the background, I'm not putting them on a chart just for simplicity. And well, the most expected move down would be towards 38.5, 35.8K. And the expected timeline, somewhere in a week time frame, in a week period of time, around around January 24th or 28th, sometime. And what about the shape? Shape is not clear yet, and it could be two different shapes. One is a straight motif line, and another one would be a potential diagonal here. So we might see that the range is narrowing, and the wave transforms into a diagonal, which would make sense from the perspective of Elliott waves. All right, so just to summarize what I have said right now, we have the very bearish odds on a daily chart. We have a bearish closure on the weekly on investing.com, and I am expecting a somewhat similar closure tomorrow. And two levels that I would like you to keep in mind: 43,827 and 41,782. So if Bitcoin closes above the green one, it's most likely to go higher. If it is closing below the red one, well, heads off. We are likely to go towards the new lows in the foreseeable future. All right. Thank you very much for listening. And if you find the content beneficial, please like it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In the right bottom corner, there is a pop-up button saying subscribe. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful weekend. See you tomorrow at the weekly analysis.